बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम अल्लाहुम्मा सल्लि अला आलि सय्यिदिना व मौलाना Muhammad. As you know that online classes start due to the coronavirus. So today is a lecture number 6 and the subject is Islamic jurisprudence. What the previous we have studied in the previous lectures, uh, these lectures are not available still on YouTube. Inshallah, in the next, when I will be manage the time, I will those lectures which was I given to the class in first 5 lectures, and today is lecture number 6. So all the education's system, either related to the school, college or universities, these education's departments are closed. So that's why I'm going to here upload the lecture online. Today is the lecture number 6 is the Islamic jurisprudence. Lecture number 6, Islamic jurisprudence, and which is start from here that classification of rules in Islamic law, that the rules which is derived by the jurist according to Quran and Sunnah. What are the classifications of these rules? Okay, so first we'll be start from here that classification of rules in Islamic law, which is two types. First one is Wajib-e Mutlaq, obligatory act independent of time, Wajib-e Mutlaq, and second one is Wajib-e Muqid, obligatory act limited by time. So these are the two types. I'm going to elaborate the Wajib-e Mutlaq. What does that mean? Obligatory act independent of time. It means the first definition of Wajib-e Mutlaq. What does that mean? It means any act which is not fixed by Sharia, which is not fixed by Sharia to perform on time, to perform on time. It will be order is available in Quran that you have to perform this. So someone, any person who is not able to perform that order on time, so it is permission granted in Sharia that if due to some solid reason which is acceptable in the Sharia, so he is not able to perform on the time, so in any other time he can perform that wajib. Is that clear? I'm going to repeat the definition again. Any person who do any act, okay, and that act is not fixed by Sharia to perform on time, so it is also permission to him due to a reason which is solid and within the boundary of Sharia he was not able to perform, so it is allowed according to Islamic law, he can perform any other time. And now the example of this Wajib-e Mutlaq, any person who take the fast in Ramadan, any person who take the fast in Ramadan, it is an order of Allah that in every year month of Ramadan every person is bound to take the fast. Okay, it is a mention in Quran. So if anyone who is not able to take fast due to a reason, he leave the fast, for example he is sick, he is ill, or due to any other reason, and the female, if we will go to it, the females, maybe she have a periods problem or some any other else, maybe they will be sick, male or female both. So it is allowed Islam, and according to Sharia Islamic, it is permission granted to them, they can take fast in any other time if they are not taking a fast in the Ramadan. So according to Hanafi school of thought, according to Imam Azam Abu Hanifa, any person who is not taking fast in Ramadan, so he can take fast in any other time. Okay, so there is not any boundary created according to Imam Azam Abu Hanifa, Hanafi school of thought. According to Hanafi school of thought, someone who is not able to take fast in Ramadan, he can take fast in any other time, except Ramadan, because Ramadan is also already running. So in the Ramadan he is not taking fast because he is ill, a person is ill. So when he will be or she will be fine, so in any other month, in any other day, he can take fast or she can take fast. This is according to Imam Azam Abu Hanifa, Hanafi school of thought. Clearly I mentioned Hanafi school of thought. Imam Azam Abu Hanifa is the head of this school of thought. And the second is according to Imam Shafi school of thought. A person who is not taking fast in Ramadan due to any reason, so according to Shafi school of thought, before coming the next Ramadan, he is bound to take fast before the next Ramadan. Okay, in any other month he can take fast, but before the coming of new Ramadan. So there is a basic difference between Hanafi and Shafi school of thought. Hanafi gave the statement, if you are not taking fast in Ramadan due to any reason, so according to Sharia it is permission granted to you that you can take fast in any other day except Ramadan. Okay, so there is not any limitation that before the next Ramadan, but according to Shafi they can limit it that before coming the next Ramadan, person who is not taking fast in the present Ramadan which is going, so person can take fast before coming the next Ramadan. So this was also the example of Wajib-e-Mutlaq. Now we are going to the next example, which is Wajib-e-Muqeed, which is Wajib-e-Muqeed. An act, this is also called wajib. There was a two type, I already told you in the previous point, Wajib-e-Mutlaq and Wajib-e-Muqeed. Now Wajib-e-Muqeed, what is meaning of it? Wajib-e-Muqeed means obligatory act limited by time. Obligatory act, in English we called it Wajib-e-Mutlaq, obligatory act limited by time. Any student who going to give the exam, you can write it Wajib-e-Mutlaq and Wajib-e-Muqeed. It is in Arabic. Okay, so in English it will be Wajib-e-Mutlaq, obligatory act independent of time, and Wajib-e-Muqeed, obligatory act limited by time. And the second definition, second type, Wajib-e-Muqeed, it is mean an act which is fixed by Sharia, and this is the responsibility of a person to perform it on time. An act which is fixed by Sharia, and this is the responsibility to perform on time. And example will be of it, that will be the example is prayer. Okay, that Allah give the order in Quran, Aqimus Salah. So you can offer prayer 5 times a day, but on time. It doesn't mean that Fajr time is going and you are offering Zohar prayer. No. Something is fixed by Allah according to rules and regulations of Sharia. This is also order that you can perform it on the time. Okay? You can perform it on the time. Now these are the two types. First was Wajib-e-Mutlaq and second was Wajib-e-Muqeed. Now we'll go to the next, that is Wajib-e-Muqeed, which is divided into further two types. Wajib-e-Muqeed, An act, I'm going to repeat the definition of wajib muqid again. An act which is fixed by Islamic law, that you have done it on time, that is a prayer. Okay, so namaz is farz, prayer is farz on everyone. You can perform it on the time. It is also order of Allah in Quran that prayer is fixed on a specific time. And after that, wajib muqid, which is divided into two types. First one is wajib muwassa. Wajib muwassa, meem waw sin ain. I don't have the board. I write it. You can see, or you can write. So I am going to repeat again. Wajib muwassa, meem waw sin ain. Okay, what does that mean? Okay, again remember that wajib muqid is divided into two types. First type is wajib muwassa. What does that mean? It means all the time of wajib is allowed to perform. All the time of wajib is allowed to perform same time, and which is allowed. Okay, which is allowed. It means that those wajib, if you are performing any farz, you are performing any farz, it is allowed for you at the time of performing of farz. You can also perform the wajib at that time. It is not bound on you that at the time when you perform the wajib, you are not able to perform the farz, and it is not bound that when you are going to perform the farz, it is not allowed for you that you can perform the wajib. So at the one time you can also perform the farz and the wajib, for both at the same time. So at the time of wajib, allowed to perform same wajib that time, and which is allowed. Okay, now example is prayer. Okay, what does that mean? In the previous, I've told you that namaz is fixed on time. Namaz is fixed, there is no doubt. It was a wajib muqid. Now here wajib muqid, when divided into two types, wajib muwassa, and the next one I will be elaborate. So wajib muwassa allowed you that you can offer fajr prayer. Okay, it is order of Allah that offer namaz on time. But if any person who was not able to offer fajr prayer in the previous day or in the previous days of his life, so today he is offering fajr or zohar prayer or asr or any other namaz. So previous any namaz a person left in the previous life, so person can repeat this namaz with other namaz. Okay, at the time of fajr a person is offering namaz fajr, so person can again add with that namaz which he want to perform in the previous time, but that namaz was qaza. So today he can perform this again with the official time namaz. So that will be your wajib with the farz. So farz of, and I'm going to give the one more example, the zohar namaz. Someone is today's, now this is the time of zohar prayer. At the time I am recording the lecture, this is the time of zohar prayer. If I was not able to perform yesterday the zohar prayer, today I will be offered the zohar prayer, which is farz. So yesterday which I left the namaz zohar, so today I will be perform it with my farz. So today will be the farz. So automatically the farz which I left today will be at the time of zohar, that will be the wajib muwassa. Okay, so that will be the wajib muwassa. So at the time of farz it is allowed for you to perform also the wajib. There is no any limitation, there is no any boundary that you are not able to perform. You will be able to perform it. Okay, so this was the wajib muwassa. According to Hanafi school of thought says, if farz on time you can do, it is good. Otherwise it will transfer or shift to the next time till the end of time. For example, you are offering the Zohr prayer with the Jamaat, and sometime you are not able to offer the namaz with the Jamaat. So before starting the Asr time, you can perform the namaz. Okay, it will be wajib muwassa. Now the next after it, wajib mudik. Okay, this is also the second type of wajib mukid. This is wajib mudik. Mim, dod, ya, kaf. Okay, wajib mudik. In English we call it obligatory act with time sufficient. Obligatory act with sufficient for a single performance. I'm going to repeat again. Obligatory act with time sufficient for a single performance. What does that mean? Wajib mudi. It means an act which is fixed for time and not allowed any other same act to perform. Means any person who is going to Allah fixed something for a person. So it is an order that this thing is fixed for you on a specific time. So now it is not allowed for you to perform it on any other time. This is a basic meaning of this wajib mudik. It means an act which is fixed for time and not allowed, which is not allowed any other time to perform same act. Okay, for example, fasting of Ramadan. Okay, fasting of Ramadan. In the previous definition, I mentioned that someone is not who is not able to perform the fast, take fast, so he can or she can take fast in any other time. I give the example of Shafi and Hanafi. But here in Wajib Mudik, it is again, I'm going to repeat, it is mentioned here that someone who is not taking fast in Ramadan, so in any other month is not able to do. What does that mean? What is the difference mean between it? The difference is Wajib Mutik is saying, now this is a month of Ramadan. So whenever you take fast, so it means, and our mind and nature also accept this is order of Allah. In Ramadan, you can take the fast of Ramadan. Is that clear? So if you think today is we are in the month of Hajj, Muharram, Safar, or in the month of Rabiul Awwal, and in the month of Hajj or Safar, Rabiul Awwal, you are not able to think that we are taking fast of Ramadan. Okay, so those fast which is fixed in Ramadan, you cannot be transfer it into any other month. You cannot think in your mind that this is a Rabiul Awwal, today will be take the fast of Ramadan. No, Ramadan, the fasting of Ramadan is fixed for the Ramadan. Okay, so that's why I give the example here. Something is fixed for the time of Ramadan, so it will be performed in. Haven't take fast in Ramadan due to any reason, then you can qaza of it. Okay, you can perform it. It will be transferred into wajib muwassa. It will be transferred. Okay, it will be qaza because you are not able to perform due to that you was a sick. Okay, you are on a journey or any other reason. So you can perform it after the Ramadan. But here which I give the example that Ramadan fasting is fixed for the Ramadan. In any other month you are going to take fast, so you are not able to give the name of those fasting which except Ramadan, that will be the fast of Ramadan. Is that clear? So उर्दू में बता देता हूँ कि रमज़ान में जो रोज़े रखे हैं किसी और महीने में अगर रखते हैं, ठीक है, और आपकी इंटेंशन ये हो जी कि ये रमज़ान के रोज़े हैं, तो ऐसा अलाउड नहीं है, ये इजाज़त नहीं है, क्योंकि जो चीज़ जिस महीने के लिए फिक्स्ड है वो उसी में कर सकते हैं. बिकॉज रमज़ान इज फिक्स्ड वन मंथ ऑफ द फास्टिंग ऑफ रमज़ान. फॉर एग्जांपल हज विल बी परफॉर्म इन month of Zilhajj. Categorically, it is order of Allah and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It doesn't mean that in the month of Rabiul Awwal or in the month of Ramadan you can perform the Hajj. It is prohibited for you. So something which is banned for you, you cannot perform in any other Ramadan. Now, We'll be go to the next type. Further, it is divided into two types. Furthermore, division, that is wajib muayyan, definite obligation. First one is two further divisions, wajib muayyan and wajib ghair muayyan. Wajib muayyan, meem, ain, ya, noon. What is that? In English we called it definite obligation. definite, definite obligation. What does that mean? Wajib muayyan, wajib muayyan means any act which is obligatory on a person, okay, and it means that you have to perform it one time. Obligation wajib, it means this one time. Example is farz. Any farz, when you perform it one time, so it is not order given in the Shariat and also not allowed for you to perform it second time. For example, the farz namaz which you left and you offer it, so it doesn't mean that you offer it again and again. So any order which given you one time and you can perform it, and if you done it, you have to perform, which is performed by you, so you are not able to perform it second time. Okay, is that clear? So one time when you perform any farz, so that's it, no need to perform any other time or second time. Is that clear? So this is the wajib muayyan. Now second is wajib ghair muayyan, indefinite obligatory, indefinite obligation. First one is definite obligation, now the second one is indefinite obligation. What does that mean? Any act which Allah given in the Quran and someone is not able to perform it, someone is not able to perform it, and the person can delay, which become qaza. So there is a 2 or 3 orders will be given according to it. According to that means, I will give you the example here. Example, someone who is not taking fast, any person who take a swear of Allah, that I swear of Allah that I will do this work. Any person who break the swear, okay, जिस बंदे ने कसम तोड़ी, any person who break the swear, so what will be the punishment on it? Punishment on it, it is mentioned in the Quran, Surah Al-Ma'idah, verse number 89. Any person who break the swear, so he will do, or person will do 3 things. First one is he will give food to the 10 needy peoples, okay. Otherwise, if not able to give the food to the 10 peoples, he can give clothes to the 10 people. If he is not, a person is not able to give the clothes, he will do one thing more, कि वो उसने क्या करना है जी, ये गुलाम को आज़ाद करना है. ठीक हो गया. तो पहली चीज़ आई एम गोइंग टू आल्सो टेल यू द इन उर्दू कि 10 मस्कीनों को खाना खिलाना. ठीक हो गया. अगर वो खाना नहीं खिला सकता, कसम तोड़ी है, तो कसम तोड़ने का कफ़ारा क्या होगा? 10 मस्कीनों को खाना खिलाएगा. अगर मस्कीनों को खाना नहीं खिला सकता तो 10 बंदों को कपड़े देगा. अगर वो नहीं कर सकता तो एक गुलाम, स्लेव, उसको आज़ाद करेगा. द थर्ड थिंग वाज ही कैन So एक गुलाम slave है, उसको आज़ाद करना है. Okay, so these were the three things. Any person who can do a single one, any person who can do a single one from these, so it means he done the order, he performed the order which Allah given. So any one he can do or she can do. So in any verse, 2 or 3 orders, more than one orders given in the verse, and he performed the one, so it means that he performed the first. This was the indefinite obligation types. Now 2 more types, that is wajib mahdood and wajib ghair mahdood. What is wajib mahdood? Wajib mahdood means Determinate Obligatory Act. Determinate Obligatory Act. First one is, I'm going to repeat again, Wajib Mahdood Determinate Obligatory Act. It means any act which is limited for you to perform. Any act which is fixed for you to perform in limit. Okay? It means limit is fixed for the order of Allah, that a person who is performing something, so by the Almighty Allah, limit is fixed for it to perform. What is the example? Example will be the 5-time prayer. Okay, Fajr, when you are offering, so limit is mentioned for the Zohar, for the Asr, for the Maghrib, for the Isha. For every prayer, limit is fixed. So on the limit, and also the Zakat, when the year passed, when you have the money and 1 year passed on it, so after the year you can give the zakat. So limit is fixed on it. Hajj you can perform in the month of Hajj. Fasting of Ramadan, you can take fast in the month of Ramadan. So which is fixed by Almighty Allah, that means we called it Wajib Mahdood, Determinate Obligatory Act. Now the second type is Indeterminate Obligatory Act. In Arabic, in Urdu we call it Ghair Mahdood. Wajib Ghair Mahdood. Okay? Indeterminate Obligatory Act. There is no limitation which is fixed. Okay? No limitation which is fixed. What does that mean? In the Ramadan, you can do ruku, perform ruku or sajda. In namaz, in prayer, you are going for the ruku or you are in the sajda. So there is no any limitation. If you linger on, according to jurist, so you can read the Subhana Rabbiyal Azim 3 times, 5 times, 7 times, 9 times. If you make it more, you can do it. So there is, according to Jamhur, there is no problem when you linger on your Raku or Sajda or Qiyam and you are reading it in the Sajda or Qiyam something. So you can make it long. There is no problem. So this is Wajib Ghair Mahdood. What does that mean? In English, we called it Indeterminate Obligatory. Indeterminate Obligatory. So this was the lecture number 6. Hope you can easily understand. If someone is not able to understand, comment any question for you. Do you have any question? You can text. Inshallah, I will be answer of the questions. Or my students who have my number, text me in the WhatsApp. Inshallah, I will be answer. Remember me in your prayer, and Allah bless you all. The previous lecture, inshallah, I will be fully tried. I will be manage the time. I will be upload the previous lectures, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lectures. Inshallah, I will be try to upload. If not, the further which as the classes are going to online, you can listen from here, okay, and prepare your subject for the exam. So today lecture will be end here. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.